So yeah, pretty much done everything. Now you just have to do the eye patch. So yeah, maybe I'm gonna try to get a little bit better on the nose off camera, but yeah. So the idea of the eye patch is you can kind of do it two ways, I guess. Because on the first mask I just made an eye patch and make it snap on like a button like on the side like so. But in the anime, or where it comes from, you can have like this kind of string or a loop going right over your nose, and the eye patch kind of hook on that one, but it's give more of the look of the actual mask from anime. But if you want to do it a little bit simpler, you can just kind of do it with one button like so. It works pretty good, I think, too. Just a little bit more of figure out where you're gonna put the button on it. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do is do this thread. You can do it two ways, I guess. You can kind of do just a chain like on the ear loops, or you can do this kind of braiding thread. But I think it looks better with this one than just doing like so, because it's gonna be a thread that's shown, so I think you wanna spend a little bit more time on it. But yeah, but I'm not sure how long I did it last time, but I'm gonna do kind of thread. I think I did. Yeah. It's about 7 centimeters or so, but you want to do this with this kind of fork kind of thing. I don't know what it's called, but if anybody knows what it's called, please leave a comment down below to make it easier for other people to find it. But the idea is you're gonna do kind of like a loop, and to make it easier to sew it on, so you're gonna do a loop. You're gonna leave a little bit of a tail out to make it easier to sew later. So I'm gonna give about so much tail. Then you're gonna do kind of like a normal loop, like when you start doing a chain. So you're gonna do like a slip knot on that one, and you can do it without a needle, but it's a little bit fiddling when you do it. So the idea is you do hook it on one side of the fork, and then the thread goes around, and so, and then you hold it on, and you take thread through like so. And if we can do this in one go, you can wiggle the tail. Even good to have a little tail to give you more room to kind of make this tight, but you wiggle it and then like so. So now I have done one, and you take this, pull it over, and draw it shut like so, and it's gonna look like so after you've done a couple of rows. So I'm gonna do a thread about 7 centimeters long. So if I just get my ruler to help me get a line. So this one is gonna be 17 centimeters. So each row this goes. So if you kind of make a POW, you go from it. The easiest way to see which sides it's gonna go over like so is the thread is can have the bump rotating on that side. I don't know if it makes sense, but it goes over. So this one, you can see it stands on the side like so. So this one is gonna come like so, and take a hook like so, and draw it tight like so. So now I think you kind of get the idea. So now this comes over like so. Like so. So I have done 7 centimeters now, and now I'm just gonna so yeah, so now I have done 7 centimeters. Just gonna make the end of this, so just like on this end you're gonna give a little bit tail to sew it on. So the how to fast this is kind of like, so you see this one can have like this tie thing. So if you pull on this one, see this one is gonna be pulled. So this one is the one you're gonna go through first. So you're gonna pull this side closed. Then you just go through. Like so. So now we have a thread with a sewing line on both sides. Like so. So now I'm gonna attach this one between here and here, and just like this one, just because it's not gonna show on so much, you're gonna go a little bit down. So I'm gonna take a needle. I'm gonna take a little bit small needle. I think it's I don't know the size of this one, but it makes it a little bit easier to go through the thread. So let's see if we can do this like so. So when you sew this on, can try to make it centered and kind of leave about a centimeter's gap between the one when it comes up. I'll use this to give me a little bit of help. So it's gonna come. I'm gonna give kind of a gap. So wait. So that's we center like so. So there's the center. It's gonna come between there. So the first one comes back there then. Like so. So the way you sew it on doesn't really matter, just so it stays and kinda give in a direction up like so. So yeah. Like so. Now we have this loop, and like I said, you can make it simpler, either skip the loop and do kind of just a button to fast the eye patch to it, but it's more, you know, it's more true to the anime and the manga with this loop here. And you can just, if you want to do it simply, you can just do kind of like a chain over like the ear loops. So we're gonna start with the Eyepatch now. So Eyepatch is kind of like so. So I'm gonna one thing is gonna check on this is kind of size on this one. So you can do double-sided square, what you can call it. It's about 5.5. So can I show how that is, but yeah. So do a chain that's about 5.5 centimeters. Like so. More like 6 centimeters, but I think it's gonna shrink a little bit, so I made it a little bit bigger. So the easiest way to do it is maybe do kind of 2 squares you can sew them together, but to make it a little bit nicer, a little bit faster and practical, I think you're gonna do something. I don't know if it's many do it like this, but you know, you have kind of like a V shape on the chain. So to do it like a double side or kind of like a loop, you can so you're gonna go through one side of the chain like so, and continue going through one side of the chain. If you have a more practical name, if it is kind of like something, please let me know in the comment down below. So like so. So instead of kind of like going back on this one, you're gonna continue on this side. So you can so the idea is you can work around the chain, or if that makes sense. So next row is gonna come here then, like so. So you kind of get like this form. So the only thing you're gonna do is kind of work your way around, kind of like when you do a cylinder or something, or you kind of do like a long tube or something, when you do kind of like a magic circle or something. So gonna work around like so. So, and the idea is you're gonna kind of do the square, so when you come a couple rows to see how far I come, you can kind of fold it in the middle, and when you kind of give a perfect half of a square or a perfect triangle, when you fold it over, you done enough rows, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna work my way till I come to that, so I can show you more. So now I've come a little bit of the way. So the idea, I mean, when you can fold this down to check how much more you come. So it's kind of like when it's check it like so, or you fold this edge to this edge, and then then you see kind of how much that's left, or you give it kind of a D. It's kind of like folding a paper, or what you can call it. It's kind of like when you fold it like so. See, and when this fold comes to the other edge, then you have done enough rows to make the square. If that explanation makes sense, I think it does. But so I'm just gonna continue, but I hope you kind of get the idea with you can fold it like so to check it. So yeah. so I think you can see it better now. So to check how much it's left, you can go over like so. So you see like it's kind of like a centimeter left or less. So when this kind of gives a perfect half of a square, half makes sense, or kind of like a triangle that goes like half of a square you have done. So like you see now, it's not many rows left, so just continue. Like so. So now I have it. It's a perfect half square when I fold it over. And now I'm just gonna work over this. So go kinda close this opening here, and then the square is pretty much done. So I'm gonna close it with half stitches. Like so. So now we have the square. So now it's kinda obvious what you're gonna do next. I'm just gonna fasten this. Pretty easy. Let's do a loop and take it through like so. So now we have the square of the eye patch. Now you just it's kind of obvious what you're gonna do. I guess you're gonna do kind of a big chain that's gonna create kind of like cylinder or a ring that's gonna go around your head to make this line place. So gonna do a chain. So it's gonna go in one like so. Then make a chain, and it's gonna come right around then your head. So it's gonna be a couple of, so depending on how you do it. But part of the thing, it's gonna be tight, but not too tight, so it's kind of squeak your head, but tight enough to lie in place when you kind of shake your head or so. So like so. Just gonna see if this is long enough. Seems to be good enough, and can I try to make it fit the eye it's gonna cover. So I think, yeah, maybe a little bit too long. So yeah, maybe a little bit too long, so you're gonna take away about 2, like so. So like so, and kinda fast it on this side like so. So to make this have a little bit nicer edge, gonna do the same thing we did on the Eyepatch on the first couple of rows. So we're gonna do kind of like a double. So it's gonna, so it's just like on the Eyepatch, we're gonna go through first, and on the one side of the V, or what you call it, because we're gonna do first row a double-sided. So yeah, so it's gonna be like edge like so instead, and give a little bit of I don't know if softness, but it'll give a little bit more tightness around, so it's not so, because this crochets, this kind of, if you make it, if it makes sense to, if you do it kind of like just flat, it's gonna be really stretchy, or what you can call it, it's gonna be a little bit flimsy or so. So I'm gonna do this because I want to have it a little bit tight, but the flimsiness can be in the eye patch part, if that makes sense. And the last one be a 1.5 stitch. So now, instead of continue up, you're gonna do like you did on this one. So gonna go back and work on this edge. Like so. So now we have, can I make the first row technically? Because now I'm gonna go and do it over like so, or if so, can I give this rounded edge over like so. So we're gonna technically just end gonna go one up like so, just to make a little bit room. So technically just gonna, like we did on the Eyepatch, we're gonna close this and we're gonna give a little bit of a stiffer edge on the side of it, if that makes sense. So you're gonna go through both. So now you have this side. Then just continue through. So you go through both sides and make them together. Kind of force them to be one on the side. Because we just made this to make a little bit nicer edges and give a little bit more of stiffness in the edge of the eye patch. Of the, yeah, I think you get what I mean. So now we have this kind of more of a stiff, and if you just do a chain thing, chain. So now it's kind of like a simple eye patch. So it comes out over pretty good. It fits around. So you're gonna work around and you gonna make this fat part or slidey part, or you can call it, to come down to about the other side of them, if you see that. So the thing you can do is you do kind of like double stitches and 1.5 stitches to make this a little bit longer, to give this kind of form. So yeah, so So on this side I'm gonna do I'm gonna crochet 2 up, like going out 2 like so. Then make a couple of double stitches. So we can do a couple of double stitches, and the point is gonna come about it's gonna come on for when it's on your face, it's gonna kind of cover up to the other side of your eye. So make about, as long as this part is gonna be about from where your eye are and to the end of your other eye, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna come over like so, and this gonna come till about right over where the eye are. So I think I have made enough there. It's gonna change this last one. So I have the length to there, and the last one and this one is gonna be 1.5 stitch, like so, to give a little bit smoother transition edge, I guess you can call it. So now I'm just gonna work around, and when I come back to it later I can explain. Like so. So on this edge you're just gonna on this side you're just gonna do normal stitches, but let's see there. So this one would be a half stitch. So on this side you're just gonna do normal, but you can now gonna work down in a little bit of sort of a soft angle, gonna come down to this with variation of double stitches and 1.5 stitches to make that one, but on this it's just gonna be normal. So 1 up like so, and then working with normal stitches over. So yeah, like so. So to continue with this kind of transition to this part, you're gonna do on the first one. So this one is gonna be 1.5 stitch to continue giving a smooth transition to double stitches. No, so when it makes a little bit the transition, I think, a little bit smoother. But yeah, but so now up to here it's double stitches, like so. So I think you kind of starting to see the kind of difference. So I think I'm gonna do to make, because I want to give one more row with this kind of double thickness, or this the thing I did on the top and the thing I did on the eye patch on the last one. So this next row this comes here, I think I'm just gonna do half stitch, 1.5 stitches to make room for that row on the end. So this one, so up to here is 1.5 stitches, like so. So to give a transition from 1.5 stitches, I'm just gonna do a half stitch on the ending, like so, and continue with normal stitches around now. So yeah, like so. So now, and now like before, like I said, you're gonna do a chain with only going in one side of the V. So normal stitches, but you're gonna do it on one side of the chain in the V to make it. So yeah, like so. So now I have done it on one side, and a thing I kinda forgot to do, but I think it works either way, so you kinda can make this a little bit more centered in the middle, so it comes out from the middle, but it's gonna work either way. But it can be something to kind of take in account when you do, if you do your own, to make it a little bit offside, because it's gonna be smaller. But I think it's gonna work either way. Maybe it's even gonna work better, I don't know. But it's something I kind of notice I did wrong. But yeah. So now, like the edge part, or the top, and you're gonna work on the other side. So yeah. So I'm just gonna do that and then close it, so I come back to you then. So yeah. Like so. So now we have make this. So now we're gonna just make this first. So yeah. So now the only thing that's left is to make this kind of little bottom flap to fastest to the mask. So that's gonna come about there. So about there, I think it should come. Yeah, and it's gonna do a little flap that you can fast the button on. So it's gonna come about so it comes, this flap kind of comes over and lies over about half of a little bit more than half of this finger, the thing. So it's gonna make, and the size kind of varies depending on the button you have, but about 3 stitches long or something. I've seen about 3, it's about the right size. So, like so. So I'm just gonna make this. Give yourself a little bit of string to sew with, and now, depending on which kind of size you have, but you need one of these. But in the part with this one is like on the mask, where I use these big ones. I use these big ones, but I'm gonna use a size a little bit smaller. But the problem with this is I need to use another sewing needle. So I'm gonna use the one I sew on this thread on with. So I'm gonna use this button, and it's just like the other one, snaps on like so. So you can just sew them on. So I'm gonna do that and I come back to you. Like so. Just gonna so that's pretty much how the eye patch is done. And with this button here, now you have something that can go through this loop and kind of complete the mask. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna arrange the camera and kind of show a little bit more how it is when I have it on me. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. So fibers work, and yeah, feel free to leave comments and everything. And I'm gonna do the cylinder, the kind of the gas mask filter cylinder things, kind of like a bonus video when I get the materials and everything else, and I have a better idea how I want to do them. And yeah, pretty much all for me.